Well, good morning. Welcome to Bikepacking Day 1. We're here in San Diego. As you know, San Diego typically has a reputation for being really moderate climate, nice and cool all year long. Of course, the weekend that we picked for our inaugural bikepacking trip, the weather's going to be ridiculous. We're here at the beach now. It's already probably 85 degrees. It's going to be up in the 90s, and as we get out east, there might be some triple digits. We're just going to grin and bear it. It's like anything else. You plan it, and you just have to follow through with it. I got the bike all set up. Hopefully I haven't forgotten anything. I got my mat in the frame bag there. Got change of clothes, nutrition, tent poles, top tube bag, a little bit more nutrition. So get to the back, got a sleeping bag, got some shoes to change into, solar battery pack, 3 bottles, and then the 4th one has repair kit in it. And then of course the obligatory cup. So the route, it's a 3-day route. It's going to be about 250 miles total. Probably about 20,000 feet of climbing. Day 1, just about 75 miles. Day 2, a little bit closer to 80. And then day 3 is the big one. It's going to be about 90. Got it pretty well broken up. There's some stops along the way. All right, here we are at the very beginning. It's already incredibly hot. We got Rafa, and Andrew, the whole crew, planning everything out, getting a little bit of pre-ride nutrition in. So we're gonna stop in Alpine, grab lunch, hydrate, fill our water bottles. Oh, my cappuccino's ready. Alright, so this is the first kind of sustained climb of the ride. We're on Dehiza Road. It's actually not too bad out here. We got a little shade. For some reason it's a little overcast. We just stopped at the gas station. It had to be 97 degrees. This is actually pretty nice. Got a little breeze going. Next stop, it's gonna be Mike Hess Brewing in Alpine. Sit on the patio. Cold beer. Can't wait. Made it to stop 1. Hess Brewing in Alpine. Gonna enjoy some lunch. Cool down a little bit. Look at all that. Look at that lovely shade. See those taps over there? It is ridiculously hot. So Alpine, East County, San Diego, tends to be hot anyway, but we are smack dab in the middle of a heat wave. It is definitely triple digits. Everybody's taking it easy. We may have lost Andrew. He said that he was struggling just a little bit, but hopefully Rafa will be coming around the corner. We'll enjoy some lunch, hydrate, get on the road. We're about halfway through day 1. This is Viejas grade. This is the first sort of sustained climb of the trip. On a good day, it's about a half-hour climb, fully loaded, going at a post-lunch and beer pace. Might be closer to 40, 45. We're just gonna take it easy. And then, when we get to the top, we got a nice, long, cool descent to the little market one more ice cold water and a Coke waiting. Then we'll be pretty close to the campground. Pretty good first day. Top of Viejas grade. Public service announcement. Crush smokes.
Yeah!
Looking good.
Here we go, here we go.
All right, this should be the climb to our campground. We are out here. This is very cool. Absolutely remote. Nobody out here but us. Should be very, very neat. Kind of excited to look at the sky tonight. Shouldn't be any light pollution. Should be able to see all the stars. Good night of camping. Here we are, end of day one. This is our campsite. Check this thing out. You're just in the middle of the woods. We got these big, huge trees. Weather is perfect now. Absolutely gorgeous. You couldn't ask for better. We got sunset, beautiful white clouds, blue sky. Just turned out to be the perfect day. So we've got the tent all set up. It's just about 7 o'clock. Sun's just setting over the mountain. There were a bunch of wild turkeys out here earlier. It's just so quiet and so peaceful. And then tomorrow we'll get up, go back down the same way we came, and head into Julian. Rafa's getting everything ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Lubing up the chain.
Loop chain is a happy chain.
He just made us some fantastic bean burritos. What was your favorite part today? This. Getting here to the campground?
Yeah, it's definitely a good find right here.
Yeah, this is very cool.
Very quiet. You got bathrooms, you got wild turkeys around. Got all kinds of stuff.
So here we are, day 2. Sunrise. It's already a little hot. Would you believe it actually rained overnight? I think my last words before we went to bed were, I don't need the rain cover. There's barely any humidity, and there's not going to be any moisture. 11 o'clock, full-on rain. But the good news is, it was pretty light. I was able to get up, get everything covered. Nothing got wet. And now we've got a gorgeous morning. We're going to cruise out and head back to Lake Cuyamaca and then up to Julian. It should be about 40 miles to Julian. Cuyamaca probably much, much less. We're thinking probably 20 miles. Get some water, get some breakfast, and then the day is about 75 out to Indian Flats Campground. Got the tear down process going on. Feel like an expert at this now?
Pretty much. I mean, there's nothing to it. It's pretty easy to put up and put down.
And he was smart enough to put his rain cover on last night, you know, before it rained.
Just put it in the pack. So just because we're technically camping doesn't mean we can't enjoy a well put together meal. We got some delicious breakfast sandwich, some hash, eggs, Beyond Burger.
Beyond Burger.
First time I had it.
It's good, right? Coffee, probably Folgers, still like the best thing I've had. Absolutely fantastic. Now, we leave out on the 79. We'll hit Engineer, we'll do the loop up to Julian, and we get up there, and then it'll be time for lunch. destination at the junction of Boulder Creek and Engineer Road. I think that's the first time I've ever descended Engineer. Highly recommend that. Definitely better than climbing. We've got the most gorgeous breeze. You can see the flag whipping around. This is perfect. We didn't expect this. After yesterday when it was like in the 90s, this weather is incredible. So we're going to climb out, continuing on Boulder Creek, and then we'll get up into Julian, grab some lunch, maybe do some resupply. Then it should be kind of a remote climb out to the campground. So it's important to remember that even when you're bike packing, oral hygiene is important. Don't skip brushing your teeth. So one of the rules of bike packing, at least one of our rules, is it's an adventure, not a race. So when you come by a place that says Calico Cidery and you're just about to come up to a climb anyway, you stop.
That's right. Cheers.
And you have a cider. What did you get? 7%.
7% cider, all natural, no sugars added.
No sugars.
Perfect for this hot day.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. So this is Wynola Road. This is gonna come around behind Julian. A little bit of a climb, but man, after that cider, I'm feeling great. Wynola is a cute little spot. There's a little antique store, another little cidery it looks like. Definitely worth checking out. But man, check out this scenery.
Car back.
Just gorgeous. All right, so we just finished lunch, dinner. My wife said it sounds more like a drink packing trip than a bike packing trip. There's been some beer, but we're being pretty responsible. All right, so here we are. Just got off the 79, 78, one of the two. Now we're on this gorgeous dirt path here in the desert. We're just outside of Brawley, heading toward Warner Springs. Landscape sure has changed. All the pine trees are gone. This feels very much like the desert now, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Got a little hotter. We got about 35, 40 miles to camp. Not a lot of climbing. Should be relatively steady, kind of flat, little rollers, and camp. Oh no! Scary haunted house. So we're on our way to Warner Springs. Check this out. It looks like an old abandoned ranch house. Oh my god. This landscape is fucking incredible. Just gorgeous. But yeah, not a bad little landmark. Feel like you're on an episode of Scooby-Doo?
Yeah. See, if we had freestanding tents, we could tent up right there.
Oh man. Pretty sure that the Indian spirits would kill you if you did, but.
Probably.
So this is the San Felipe Hills wilderness area. Basically, we are out in the frickin' desert. This is the first part of the ride where it's really felt like we're in the middle of nowhere. The good news is, it looks like we got about 20 miles into Warner Springs. But this, honestly, like, maybe this is just first time backpacker jitters, but this is like the part where your survival instincts kick in, where you're like, holy, wow, we're really in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure everything's going to be great. Well, this isn't a campsite. No, this is the San Diego Mountain Lodge. I think we got everything. We were burning a little bit of daylight last night. We were a little nervous that we weren't going to be able to make it to camp and get set up. So our solution was to do the credit card version of bikepacking and get a little cabin over here by Lake Henshaw. These are pretty cute. AC, can't complain. A little TV, took a shower, real bathroom. I know, it's not exactly roughing it, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So today, we're just gonna be heading straight to the coast. We're gonna go through Paula on the 76, come down through Valley Center, over to the Oceanside bike path, down through La Jolla and Sorrento Valley, and then back home to the South Bay. This is Colgrade Road. This is the ascent that you do immediately after Palomar Mountain. Oh, you can tell I'm a little out of breath. We finally hit the heat. It's probably about 100 degrees. Got a little shade on this side of the road though, so that's good. Climb's close to done. Report at the top. All right, so we made it to the top of today's first big climb. That was Colgrade. I don't know if it's ever been this hot doing Colgrade. That was crazy. Feel a little dizzy. It's all right though. Day 3 at the crest here. It's basically just going to be downhill for the rest of the time, with the exception of Torrey Pines. So we'll stop at the bottom and get some water. Woo! How'd you like that?
That was a little climbing.
That was pretty painful. Hot.
Hot, a little bit.
Okay. Should be mostly downhill from here.
hard day of gravel and climbing, just get on the bike path. And because it's so hot, we're the only ones out here. I don't think I've seen a cyclist, oh my God, for the last 50 miles. Speed along, get to the pier, maybe have a beer, and then 50 miles to home. Would you believe that after being in the middle of the desert just yesterday, now this is where we are. Oceanside Harbor, right at the beach. I mean, who could ask for anything better than this? Now, on through Carlsbad, lots of descending, hope for some cool ocean breezes. We are less than a half a mile away from the brewery where we started 2 days ago. All right, almost to the end. Victory beers await. All right, here we are. We made it all the way back.
We did. Very thirsty.
Very, very thirsty. That was a pretty long day.
Yeah.
113 miles. Cheers to a first bikepacking trip, total success. Technically, I still have to make it home to IV, but chances are pretty good that it was a total success. To many more.